What have they started construction?
Please. When I used the motorway yesterday, I saw no sign of even a prophetic construction. Nothing.
Maybe you do not have the competence to identify construction happening.
Construction happening.
Yeah.
There was
Maybe
nothing.
motor is a vast area.
Please,
you may think that you've seen every part of it, but you've not seen it properly.
Well, there was nothing about construction.
Sorry,
on
can we get the
motorway.
scope of that particular promise properly detailed so that we know that this is what they said before we can make the claim?
Victor should work some magic and get us that all-important sound.
Yes, we will find out. Because the way you're saying you're not seeing anything.
I haven't seen it, but there are people using the motorway right now. They can join us and tell us whether they've seen any construction on the motorway. I went there yesterday. I didn't see any construction. And this is not rocket science. If you're on the motorway, people have been... You know why I actually got onto the motorway? Because people were sending me... Monday I showed you...
Okay, yeah.
Our own Patrice Amegashi,
yeah.
who sent me a video about how long he had been in the motorway, over
traffic
1 hour, traffic on the motorway.
Without toll booths.
Without toll booths there.
I see.
Look, Victor tells me he's found that. So he's done some magic.
Yeah.
Let's listen to the promise about the motorway.
This motorway you see is now going to become a 10-lane motorway. You're going to have 4 lanes, the one which is there now being a freeway. We signed the engineering procurement contract in 2020. We are now arranging the funds that will come with it so that we can send it to Parliament for approval before it starts. As we speak, we expect that by December 2020, 3 months hence, we should be on site beginning the motorway.
You mean December 2021?
December 2021, we should be on site beginning the motorway. That's right.
So this is Kojo Frimpong saying December 2021, and the key word, you have studied law, we should be on site.
Yes.
What does that mean? Be on site.
They should be seen doing some construction work.
So they should be seen doing some construction work. I was on the motorway.
Maybe they work
yesterday.
in the night alone.
Please.
Yeah.
I was on the motorway yesterday. I didn't see why. Do they take the equipment away when they go and work at night?
It's
they
a
take
vast
the
project.
Away?
You might not know the section you have reached.
But when you're joining the motorway, I went in and out.
Yeah.
And I saw nothing.
Okay, so the other thing that can also happen is that those who are on the motorway right now, they can give us live evidence on the ground for us to know whether or not what you couldn't see or where you could not really have your sight properly fixed on, or where you were blind spotted, others can see it. So we want full evidence that this is not happening today.
So you can join us on, WhatsApp. It's 055-1111-997. And you can also join us on Twitter. Use the hashtag JoySMS. We want to hear from you. Please, if you're driving, park. Send that tweet or message. We want to hear. Later on, we'll activate the phone lines. We want to hear from those who use the motorway. Because when I used it, I didn't see anything.
Because, this is important because we were promised this is the game changer.
Yes.
This is the permanent solution to the problem.
10 lane up to
Apenkwa. You complain about on that lane every time. So there's no excuse for it, actually.
Let's get to our Drive Safe campaign. We'll come back to the issues about the motorway shortly. We'll get some details for you. So our Drive Safe campaign brought to us by Joy News and the Multimedia Group and supported by Toyota Ghana Company Limited. Toyota, superior quality. Avoid all distractions. Keep both eyes on the road and hands on the steering wheel, and that's how to ensure your safe arrival. You can also search the hashtag Drive Safe campaign on Instagram and watch videos of how road accidents are taking life, so you should be careful. But the voice you heard is from Kojo Frimpong, who at the time was government spokesperson on infrastructure, telling us when that project would start. Let's now learn how to say it right. Brought to us by Koba Payment App, Koba Our Lives Simplified, and Kingdom Books at Kingdom Quality and Affordability as our hallmark.
Something must be done.
I hope you have been enjoying our New Year New Words series on Say It Right. Now, today's word is quite a mouthful. Are you ready? Librocubicularist. 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 A 7-syllable word. Now, I wonder whether you can guess what it means. No? Well, let's see if the origin of the word will give us a clue to its meaning. The first 2 syllables are libro. They come from the Latin word liber, which means the inner bark of a tree, the part used to make papyrus for writing. Later, it came to mean book or document. Liber is also the origin of the word library. The next 4 syllables are cubicular. Now, they come from the Latin word cubiculum, which means bedroom. That's also where the word cubicle originated from. So, have you now figured out the meaning of the word librocubicularist? Yes, it simply means one who reads books in bed. Let's use it in a sentence. I got the perfect Christmas gift for a librocubicularist, a powerful bedside lamp. And that is how you say it right.
All right, so let's get to the newspaper review brought to us by First Atlantic Bank, refreshingly different, and CompuGhana, passion for technology. Raymond, already those who are on the motorway have started sending messages. And, look, Martin says, I am on the motorway right now.
Yes.
There's no construction activity on that stretch. Then Kwesi says, on which land? Factories are emerging daily.
Oh, we will clear them. I mean, this is an important project. We will not allow any obstructions in the way.
Well, we'll come back. Look, keep sending your messages to us. We'll read all of them. That interview you had, we'll bring you an extended version of it.
Then maybe we should be able to understand from government too why the project, if indeed has not started, so that they give us a proper appreciation of where they are. They carry us along the governance project so that there's an important thing that comes to mind when all of this is happening. You know what that is?
The budget?
No, budget. Yeah. It is
thinking
the
about
doubling
the
up.
Doubling
Yeah,
up.
because the minister told us to double up,
Well,
and that he's doing a lot of projects across the country. We are not seeing.
I'm thinking about
this one is very close, so we can check and see.
I'm thinking. I mean, one of the things we'll be finding out is whether the motorway is even captured in the 2022 budget.
Oh, that's easy to check, right? That's
Yes, we'll find
interesting.
That one. Anyway,
And whether we have money for it anyway.
Yes,
Let me
$570 million.
How far with the money? Where is this situated? Have you borrowed the money already?
Well, that money is actually more than the ministry's budget for 2022.
Yeah, but we can borrow for it. So it's not a
We
big
can
deal.
borrow, yes. But we can borrow, but it's still the ministry's budget. Anyway, let's go.
Anyway, the Daily Graphics reporting this morning, replacing aging farmer population. 500 youth receive support. They are the first batch here. You know, there's been a long talk. I mean, as far back as 1998, there was some conversation about we making sure that the people, especially who are cocoa farmers, on the average, they were very old, over 50 years. And so we needed younger people in that particular end and making sure that they are actively in the farming business. I heard, and the lives of John DeMello make farming look like a very lucrative, hippie kind of thing.
It is lucrative.
Yeah, my friend Malik tried. It didn't work.
Oh, but it will work another time. I mean, the same thing that Malik tried. I have a friend who... Theophilus Fuga at the Paradise. He produces at the Paradise now.
I see.
And he's doing wonders.
Malik Rice did not do wonders at all.
And I have a friend who's a poultry farmer. That guy makes in excess of 100,000.
Yeah, I agree, but we are not.
And his labor cost of labor is 30,000. So just imagine. My
main point is that it's okay to get young people to go into agri. It's okay, just okay. But I've heard enough from Professor Irene SAG to be convinced that it's not just young people going in there that's the most important part. It's making sure they get what they need to be in there. It's not only labor intensive, it actually requires a lot of money too.
Yeah, it does.
So if it requires a lot of money, it means that we should be able to pump money in there. And planting for food and jobs comes to mind.
So one of the things...
Our flagship planting for food and jobs comes to mind.
And one of the challenges with planting for food and jobs... there's a challenge here. I'll tell you why. Land preparation for cultivation is very expensive.
That's true.
And so when you provide seedlings and you provide fertilizer, the most expensive part is not catered for. So a lot of people can't even cultivate more as you would want them to do.
Anyway, now let's move to the page 28 of the paper, the Daily Graphic, because the story that we've been talking about in the last 2 days or so, the Minister for Education is saying the academic calendar will be out soon. And he's saying that the 2022 academic calendar will be released soon so that it will put to rest all the thoughts, fears, all the rumor mongering about government not being sure about what it's doing this year, and all the disbelief about we having difficulties and our calendar being distorted by COVID and other things.
You know what this reminds
me
of?
That committee, yes.
You know what this reminds me of? A lecture at the University of Cape Coast. It was time for his lecture. He walked to the lecture theatre. Another lecturer was there. And he said, "Oh, it's time for my lecture." He says, "I'll finish soon." And he said, "How soon is your soon?"
Oh yeah, see, that's interesting.
How soon is your soon?
So they have submitted the proposal, the proposed calendar for the next 3 years. That committee you're talking about, school opening dates will be announced in the next few days. So today is Wednesday. First we had Friday. So few will actually go into Friday. Hopefully this will not become another promise, which is going on for free, because this is a new year. We start on a fresh note. So what he has decided to do is, which has never happened, he set up a calendar committee made up of head teachers, headmasters, and teachers across the country to come out with a calendar that will prevent all the issues that have actually been problematic and been preventing the ministry from carrying out this wonderful mandate. Are you not impressed with the education minister?
Okay, let's get to the Ghanaian Times.
I didn't get endorsement of the...
Oh, I mean, the education minister has brilliant ideas. Brilliant ideas.
Yeah. The other time, I hear him say that they should put on hold all the other new things and implement the old ones first.
Yes, you have to implement the old ones. You have, I mean, so all the ideas you put in place, every day we have new ideas.
So we will start implementing his new ideas in 2030.
2030.
Yeah, the old ones.
He will shape some of the old ideas.
I see.
Let's get to the Ghanaian Times. Emergency support for injured police. President launches 6.1 million medical fund, and we're told that, look, the president inaugurated a virtual medical center, now a new department of the police hospital in Accra to provide medical care to police personnel from any location across the country. And Senate increases pensions by 10%. Last week, Friday, we were talking about planning for your retirement, and look, all of us should take a critical look at, our pensions. For those of us who have, about 20 years to go on retirement, we need to be very careful.
Yeah.
Those of you who have 30 years or 35 years, like the young man seated in this studio, you have a long time to plan.
Day, right?
Yes. Please plan very, very well.
Because maybe I'm close to it. Anyway, but the
NLC invites government to Utah over industrial action. Lands Ministry vows to clamp down on illegal activities in the sector. And Iheanacho strikes as Nigeria beat Egypt. Yeah, by 1-0.
I'm told Nigeria is actually for the first time. Ghanaians really wish they had a Nigerian team as their own.
Massa,
and I'm told that it was a wonderful.
They played.
Yeah, I read the commentary on social media, and
I watched it.
We don't like their jollof. We actually don't want to live in their country. So if we have to descend this low to now go and be converting the Nigerian team, it tells a very terrible story of our state, isn't it?
It does. It does.
Well, now you mentioned SNATE, the increase by 10%. Now, Blair was telling me something about people not just being excited. I mean, the current conversation with the teachers, that your base pay is as important as everything, because the allowances may not necessarily attract the SNATE contributions that they are supposed to be made on them. So your base pay is very important. That's one of the conversations already happening. I'm happy they are increasing it. I hope they continue to do that so that people can live meaningful lives when they are no longer active in service. 5 fire officers are hot over missing 30,000 at an accident scene. This story we brought to you yesterday, right? It's terrible. They have been accused of it. They have not been jailed for it, or they have not been prosecuted of it. In fact, they have been investigated for helping and stealing from the people that they are allegedly helping, and stealing from the people that they are supposed to be helping. Anyway, Transport Council tackles 40% fair increment. They say they are reviewing proposals for more ends, and there's not been any increment like that already happening. Anyway, there's a groupie, right? A section of the driver grouping that came out to say that we have increased our fares by 40%, which should have been alarming, regardless of the justification for it. This is inflation targeting alarming increase anyway. Well, that's on the front page. But the 6.1 million medical fund you mentioned is also being reported by the Daily Guide, and they did plots. Gabon defeat is on the back page of the Daily Guide, and car kills as defender. We have learnt our lessons. That is our coach saying that
the coach that said we were playing well until and that Morocco was lucky
the last 4 minutes.
Yeah, ball possession of 31%.
It was playing well. Maybe that was part of the strategy anyway.
So his strategy was to go and defend
I
and secure a draw. And so we're playing well.
I heard people quoting the commentator, said he's been commentating on Ghanaian football for a very long time. This is the only team, he said, with very woeful possession. Even when we played against the giants like Brazil, we did very well.
Oh, yes.
This is not the Ghanaian team I know.
No.
The man is giving a damning verdict.
Yeah, but this is not the Ghanaian team we all know. Even against Brazil, we played good football.
Oh, things change, please.
Well, the business and financial times. We have improved.
Yes.
Improved.
We have gotten better, haven't we?
The Business and Financial Times says BOG to offload $450 million to stabilize.
Sorry, no, I can't stand it. The same person who said yesterday also that we are going to win this tournament. Today you are giving me very different vibes.
I am trying to tell you that the coach must change his ways. That notwithstanding will win.
I see.
As for the win there.
I thought you were buckled under pressure from the social media.
No, I don't forget the things I say.
Okay. Or you don't postpone them too.
No. Yeah. The Business and Financial Times says government to offload $450 million to stabilize CD in first quarter. But Professor Peter Quarter calls for export-driven economy. SNIT increases monthly pensions by 10%. Alex Iwa is managing director of ARB Pes Bank. Jobs, domestic output, revenue deteriorating. AGI warns. New National Rice Coordinating Committee urged to reduce rice imports and save the Bogoso Prestia mine. Talking about the Bogoso Prestia mine, now there's a bit of a piece put together by Kwame Teriansa and talks about the current situation of the Bogoso Prestia mine after it was taken over by FGR and Blue International Holdings.
Okay.
Now he says that some workers were laid off. There isn't enough investment in the mines. There's prospect of laying off 200 more workers, and that has actually affected the local economy of Prestia Bogoso.
Is that what we're bargaining for?
No, that's not what we bargained for. We wanted to see the mines going ahead. We wanted to see investment in the mines to actually help develop the local economy of that particular area. Unfortunately, that is not happening. And he's asking government to actually, pay attention to the Prestia Bogoso mine, or else it would collapse and it would affect the people in that particular area.
Now, I'm moving on to the New Crusading
Sure.
Guide. There's a story that's very interesting here. Now, there's a 62-year-old man who was burned to death in a fire incident at Swami. And there's a terrible picture of how the man could have been helped if we had proper systems in place. We couldn't intervene at the time and only found his burnt body after the incident. There's also one story about minority to haul transport minister to parliament. You know what? Over cost of Christmas trees at KIA. I thought the explanation is that they are not only trees; they are actually with some,
somewhat
other inspirations and other adornments,
all
the wonderful lights and the other things that make a very fanciful and wonderful celebration come to life in any 21st century modern airport. I don't like the look on your face, but so the minister is one they are hauling. This is coming from the ranking member of the Roads and Transport Committee, that is Kwame Abuja, who believes that there's a lot of questions surrounding the circumstances under which the decorated pieces were purchased. And, we've heard from the board chairman of the airport company, who has been mounting spirited defense of the purchase. In fact, he believes that they actually have saved money over the period and that they spent less for 2 or so terminals compared to what has been spent in times past, and that all the claims, all the misconceptions about it might not be as prudent as
spending less is one thing.
Yeah.
Did we spend the right amount is another?
Oh, okay. Can spend less and still not spend the right.
Yes, you can actually. So it could be that in the past it was inflated. So do not always say, "Oh, because we did that in the past and we've done that today, we're right." No.
Yeah. So when the probe happens, when the minister is hauled to parliament to account to the people of this republic, maybe we get the answers that we need.
Exactly.
On this one. If we are not satisfied with what has happened so far, anyway.
The final says no decision taken to increase transport fares. President launches the 6.1 million fund for the police, and support to agribusiness will remain our priority. And Tobinco donates 3.9 million Ghana cedis for new headquarters to Police Professional Standards Bureau. And First Sky founder urges government to consider 2 sessions of dialysis on NHIS.
So hold on. Yeah, dialysis, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I actually put up a statement from last year when we talked about dialysis, and it's very dangerous. Kolebu, the machines are not enough for it. And my friend from Norway says in Norway, some homes, people get dialysis take home. Anyway,
we'll come back to this, but let's get to our online news review brought to us by Zenith Bank. In your best interest, Goyle Good Energy, Enterprise Life. No matter how much you make for a living, Enterprise Life has life solutions carefully crafted for you. Enterprise Life, your advantage. Now, Goyle has good news for you because Goyle is rewarding its prepaying Go Card customers with 2 pesos discount per liter on fuel. You may also enjoy discounts on lubricants at Goyle stations nationwide. So elevate your goodness by joining Goyle Go Club today and enjoy up to 3 pesos per liter discount on fuel. Amazing discount on lubricant purchases. Free life insurance cover provided by My Life Insurance Cover. Join the Go Club by visiting Goyle stations or offices, Goyle website registration.goyle.com.gh, and all Goyle social media platforms. Individuals, corporate, family, and social groups, join the Go Club now. Goyle Good Energy, Goyle, yeah, Jim. And Zenith Bank wishes all of you a happy new year. Zenith Bank wishes to welcome you, our cherished customers, to the year 2022. In this new year, we pledge to continue to keep our service promise to you. May this year be filled with good health, wealth, and happiness. Zenith Bank, in your best interest. Time now for the BBC News, brought to us by Fidelity Bank, Believe with us, Sefi Brothers, and Millennium Insurance, your trustworthy partner. Let's go for the BBC News.
Enterprise alive and see we are moving. We are cruising. Forward China from Enterprise Life. Jam I want some more. Now we're done another cry. Dream big with us. You for dream big. Go on, dream big with us. Dream big with us.
Enterprise, your advantage.
I nearly gave up on driving out of frustration. What hadn't I done? Purging, replacing electrical parts, changing my fuel pump, and still the engine noise in my car won't stop. Then I met this guy who said I should try Goyle Fuel. By the way, my name is Thomas. I did try Goyle Super XP Ron 95. Now my car is renewed. Yankonkwa!
Goyle stocks only higher grade fuels, further enriched with XP3, multifunctional enhancer, more efficient, eco-friendly, and at no extra cost. Available at every Goyle station. Ajibebia. Goyle Super XP Ron 95 and Diesel XP. Higher grade fuels, excellent for modern engines and all vehicles. Goyle, good energy. Yeah, Jim.
Hey, Evokoko, what brings you to my house this early morning? I hope all is well.
All is never well with me, Nikbakbo. After paying 3 times for the land for my project, the construction workers are now giving me wahala. From material overestimation to small stealing. I am tired.
I told you so, Evokoko.
It's all because you are trying to become builders when you're corporate workers and business people. Edlum has products tailored to meet your needs. Villas 3 at Amrahia, where there are finished homes, Conveniente, also at Amrahia, where it's contemporary but super affordable apartments. Prices start from $35,000. And the Avant-Garde, located in Adjurigano, which has sleek luxury apartments. For more information, please visit edlumhousing.com or simply call 0270-166-166. Edlum Housing, where spacious homes cost less.
It's the most action-packed breakfast show in town. The hottest music, the best giveaways, the great interviews, and all the laughter and fun you can imagine. Don't miss the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. It's the best breakfast show in town. It's the most action-packed breakfast show in town. The hottest music, the best giveaways, the great interviews, and all the laughter and fun you can imagine. Don't miss the Super Morning Show